Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs, it's Sebastian Envy, Strong Style Nerd, Strong Style Cinephile, and of course, reigning, defending MPX Prospect Champion. And while I still can go on and on about that title win, we're not here for that. We're here for Titan Season 2, Episode 2, so let us geek about that for a few minutes here. Now, Episode 2 picks up 3 months AT and finds the team adjusting to the new status quos in their lives. We first find Dick and Rachel at a coffee shop, Rachel asking their esteemed leader just who they are to be called. Titans 2.0, Titans Next Generation. Dick stresses it's not about the name and more about the mission and the idea that they can offset the people out there trying to do evil things. That evil triumphs when good men and women do nothing, and the Titans will just not do nothing. Double negative there. We cut to Titan Tower, Gar and Jason training. Jason is blindfolded, and apparently Gar has become okay with a wooden sword. After Temper's flare, of course, from Jason, Dick and Rachel's return, and Jason questions the mission and voices his desire to go back to Gotham. Now, Dick says he's not ready, that training never stops. Jason balks at staying with the group of sidekicks. Dick stresses that the Titans is about equals, and furthermore strokes Jason's ego, telling him that the others look to him for leadership, that they don't have his skills and experience. Now, is this genuine, or is this just a tactic Dick is using to keep Jason in line and keep him focused as Bruce wants him to be? Now, time will tell on that. Dick tells Jason that he's Robin now, and when Jason asks who Dick is, Dick just doesn't know. Now, checking in with Hawk and Dove, we find them living the simple life on a farm. Hawk is helping a fellow addict get clean using horses. Things get chippy, though, when Hawk reveals that the addict's friends have been trying to lure him back to the party life. Now, Hank says they have to let him handle things himself, but Dawn, meanwhile, suits up as Dove and shuts down the meth lab run by the kid's former friends. This leads to a confrontation between Hank and Dawn, as Hank is furious that Dawn is going, back at it. He gave it up, citing the dangers, the fact that there is no future in Hawk and Dove. Now, Dawn claps back that it's dangerous for Hank, not her. It's a testy situation with both of them making some significant digs at each other. It's only interrupted when Ellis, the addict kid, shows up, but soon explodes due to Dr. Light. Yep, Dr. Light. He was holed up in San Quentin, but was set free by someone we didn't see. Easy Money says Deathstroke, not just for the bloody trail of bodies, the sword-slashing sounds we heard off camera, but it's the Slade move to send someone in to weaken the team. Now, back at the tower, the team comes across Rose Wilson, who's fleeing from the cops after witnessing her kick the crap out of a few uniforms and then make a 7-story jump. Dick springs into action to pick her up and bring her back to the tower. And when she wakes up, she's none too happy about her situation and wants to leave. Dick starts to lay in his elevator pitch for the team. The others question the logic of bringing her to the tower since they don't know who she is, what she is, and what her motivation is. Jason schemes to find out. After Rose's not-so-positive reaction, staying at the tower, Dick seeks counsel from Bruce on what he did to make Dick want to stay. Eventually. Bruce says he gave him focus for his anger, that it took a long time. Bruce also stresses that Dick should hang on to the girl until she's in the right mind to make choices for herself and make sure they're the right choices. Now, Dick makes one last pitch to Rose as he's taken her out of the city. Things get interrupted by yet another Dr. Light bomb attack. And in still even more action, we find Corey and Donna on a stakeout. They're working intel given to them by Roy Harper about the villain Shimmer and are set to apprehend her. It takes them a few nights, but eventually they wrap her up. Things aren't in the clear, though, as Corey is apprehended by someone from her home planet, just as Donna receives a call from Dawn telling her that Dr. Light is back. Now, back at the tower, Gar and Jason use facial recognition software to learn Rose's identity as the daughter of Deathstroke, and that's where the episode ends. Good, solid episode. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I've been reading some other reviews on the episode, and one of them had shared a sentiment that I do, that this felt like the real season premiere of Season 2. And again, what I said in the last video, the first 20 minutes of Episode 1 of Season 2 should have been tacked on to the end. The first 10, or last 10, 15, 17 minutes of Episode 1 should have been tacked on to this episode, and this episode, Rose, was truly the season premiere. Like I said, we see the team with their new status quos, adjusting to the new paths their lives have taken. We get new threats. This felt like the episode that was setting the table for the season to come. It should have been the season premiere, but it wasn't. Here we are. It's the second episode. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. I love the relationship that Rachel and Dick are building. Of course, the best thing about Titans is Hawk and Dove and their relationship. It's interesting to kind of see how they played off each other. And like I said, they laid in some significant digs and barbs on each other in their little argument. Will they get a chance to address that down the line? Who knows? We know that Hank, is reluctant to go back to that life. We know from footage from the trailer he's going to suit up again, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes, if it exposes him again to the addictions, maybe to painkillers and such, that he dealt with being Hawk. and you have that playing off of what seems to be an addiction from Dawn for the superheroics. Now, is it purely addiction, or is it just she just really just is a good person who wants to help people, that sort of thing, or is she addicted to the thrill, like an adrenaline junkie, and played against, a drug junkie of a boyfriend in Hank? That'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Like I said, Jason, do we know if Robin's or Dick's ego stroking to Jason was genuine, or is this just a tactic to keep him in line as Bruce wants? We know that Jason is going to butt heads with Robin down the line. We've seen that in the trailer footage. One thing I wonder is the fact that, Jason asked Robin, okay, who are you? And the fact that Jason asked Dick, who are you? And Dick's like, I don't know now, since you're Robin. Is that going to be a source of strife between Dick and Jason, or Dick and anybody else? The fact that Dick is so set on trying to help people find themselves and find out who they are, make them be the best version of themselves. He said that as much. How can he do that if he doesn't even know himself? How can he tell you how to live your life and try to steer you on the right path if he doesn't know himself, who he is? So that'll be interesting to see as we journey from his life as Robin to nobody right now to the eventuality of Nightwing. The bumps in the roads that he'll face coming up. I like the idea of Dr. Light as kind of this boogeyman character. We see him use people as bombs. That's cool. Use inanimate objects, I guess, or just set these light bombs to go off in this sort of like stalking sort of role. He's boogeyman. I like that. Of course, when Dr. Light first came on, he was very much Titan's villain, very much a punchline for the longest time. That we had Identity Crisis happen in the comics, we find out that he's this rapey kind of supervillain who had his mind wiped, and they kind of made him a little bit less of a joke after he found out. And going forth, and of course, Slade, Deathstroke, it's deep, rich history within the Titans and against the Titans. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out this season. Again, he's kind of in this boogeyman role. Like I said, I think Easy Money says he was the one that set Dr. Light free in order to weaken the team. Now, with Rose and her inclusion, of course, she knows who her father is. Now they know who her father is, or at least Jason and Gar do. So how will that play going forth? It'd be cool to see how that plays. Hopefully, we're not going towards another Judas contract, another variation of the Judas contract. I know it's just a tale that it goes hand in hand with the aspect of any sort of Titans media or whatever. I mean, we've had it in the comics, we had it in the Teen Titans show, we've had the Judas contract animated movie, we have a variation of it on Young Justice. I mean, I understand it's a huge part of Titans history, Titans lore, but that's not the only thing. We can do other things with the Titans. We don't always have to mine the Judas contract. So I'm really hoping that it's not that with this. That it's not another variation. There are some different sort of storylines that went with Slade and his children and their relationship with the Titans and his relationship with the Titans because of his children and just wanting his children to be better than he was, which is why he wants them with the Titans, that sort of thing. Hopefully that's the route we'll go, and it's not just Rose's the Trojan horse sent in to getting good with the Titans and to destroy them from within, blah, blah, blah. I just really hope that's not the way to go. But again, 8 out of 10, solid episode. It should have been the season premiere. It sets the table for the season going forth, and it's things are looking good. Like I said, my hopes for the second season was a tighter narrative, more organized structure with the plots and everything. Thus far, seems to be going that way. Of course, we're 2 episodes in, so not a high bar to reach after last season, but we'll see how it goes going forth. Those are some of my thoughts on it. What do you guys out there think? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on social media. Talk to me there. Talk to me here. Check my channel for more videos like this and others. Check out some wrestling videos. Check out some production stuff I got going on. And, of course, this week I'm at CWF TV tapings. So that's going to be fun. Come out for that in Fate, Texas if you can. If not, you can see me September 28th back in Bedford. Looking to put this on the line that's my goal, my hope. I'm going to be a fighting champion to the highest degree. Anybody wants a shot, they can get it. Get my 4 title defenses, get a shot at the MPX Heavyweight Championship belt. Yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to go. So Anyway, let us geek.